from the file. You've got to be kidding me. A heroin-addicted sex offender has won custody of his young daughter because the girl's mother is considered an even more unsuitable parent. You've got to be kidding me. Welcome back. Welcome back to another edition of California Corrupt Child Services. And again, I am your host, Sean. Now, I'm going to get back to the opening there and tell you that story. That's amazing. But I want to bring you up to date to what's going on with my case. If you go back about 6 videos, you'll find I had sent our dear friend Deborah, and if you don't know who Deborah is, go back a few more videos and you'll find out all about Deborah. But I had to send her a letter asking her for some form that I need to get from them to give to the Los Angeles County Family Law Facilitators. Problem is, Department of Children's Services has never heard of this form that I need to give to the law facilitator people. Well, she told me she received, about 6 weeks ago, received my letter and she was going to contact them. And it's been 6 weeks. I haven't got a contact. I haven't had any word from either one of them, so I'm sending it to her. So we'll see how long it takes to get a reply. Now on to the story. The story comes from, I don't know if I can get it up there, news.com.au. It's from Australia. Now you're going, okay, different country. You know what? It's all pretty much the same. Doesn't matter if it's Australia, Denmark, Switzerland, Germany, England, United States. It all works the same. But this story, I found out about this story, and I went crazy. Now, you wonder how bad is the mother? The mother, who has shoplifting and prostitution-related convictions and a history of drug use. She left the labor ward to buy heroin soon after giving birth to this girl. Unbelievable, huh? The father, who has a string of convictions, was put on the sex offenders list after being convicted of willful and obscene exposure. Now, that could mean anything from sun-tanning or sunbathing naked to whipping out his wang in front of his little girl. You're going to love this. The girl, who has behavioral problems, really, and a speech impediment, has suffered serious injuries. Her plight was reported to the Department of Human Services last year after she was treated for serious burns to her buttocks. Each parent blamed the other about it. The girl has also suffered injuries from a dog bite and once suffered an injury from being hit with a shoe. The couple separated soon after birth, and the father is reported to have been violent to the mother. Now, the person who put this little girl with the father is a magistrate. Fancy word for a judge. It's a judge who made this decision. Now, the judge or the magistrate says, the father provides calmer parenting with more clear set boundaries than the mother does. A history of inadequate supervision combined with heroin and marijuana use created a serious concern that the girl may be neglected by the mother. Now, okay, I can understand that line, but you know what? Here's what pisses me off. Heroin and marijuana use. They put them in the same breath, and they're completely opposites. We're talking the difference between a Maserati and a Dodge Neon, okay? We're talking about lobster tail. Nothing's better than lobster tail. But you understand what I'm saying. This whole thing of marijuana and heroin together and cocaine together. Marijuana, they need to legalize it. That's all I'm saying. Now, you're going to love this. This is what the magistrate did. He gave the child to the father. And the girl will spend 2 out of 3 weekends with the mother. So she's so bad, but you know, you can have her over the weekend. That's what gets me. Now, where does the father do for a living? The father's on a disability pension and hasn't worked in almost 10 years because of depression. Or maybe it's because of heroin use. Now, remember that there was reports to the Department of Human Services, and you're wondering, why did they sign off on this? A Department of Human Services spokesman said it is no longer involved in the case. And you want to know why? Think about it. The father lives off a disability pension, which means they can't touch that, which means who's going to pay for the child support? Well, they can't go after the mother because she's a heroin addict, okay, and a prostitute. So they really can't find the money. Well, there's no money involved. The Department of Human Services says, the kid's no good to us. They'll do this, and then innocent people, they'll take the kids away. Can you believe it? Well, that's it for this week's edition of California Corrupt Child Services, now in HD and stereo. Until next time, peace out.